Ooh, look at your boy with the fresh glasses and the fresh cut. Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy Mike here, aka North Established, your friendly neighborhood photographer. And guys, we did it. We have finally crossed the threshold. That's right, we have reached our milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Guys, I cannot, again, I've already said it already, but it's really humbling. I can't thank you enough for all the love and support you guys have shown on this channel, for all the comments you have given me that help make me a better creator, and as well as liking my videos, and most probably just subscribing it, because it shows that you guys really do support the channel and you want to see more of me and more than just doing street photography, as well as future possibilities of videos of Lightroom, Photoshop, all that stuff. But I wanted to create a video that wasn't just me gloating, oh, I got 1,000 subscribers. Instead of just doing that, I am a content creator or an influencer, whatever you want to call it. Why don't I just actually tell you guys how I got from 0 to 1,000, how I got to this point, where I am now, and where I want to be in the future. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you my 5 tips on how I got to 0 to 1,000 subscribers. So within our first tip is going to be, don't obsess over the numbers. I can't tell you guys enough, when I first got started on YouTube, like I would always be obsessed with the analytics. Like I will always check my analytics every 15 to 30 minutes of the day in the YouTube Studio app. I would always refresh, and I wouldn't go to bed without knowing how I ended the day, with how many likes I got, how many subscribers I've got, how many views I've gotten in just one day. It could be time consuming and very stressful. So I would say my biggest advice is, don't obsess over the numbers, because the whole point of doing YouTube is you're creating something that you love and you want to be able to inspire others through your own work. Going into the analytics too much can really create burnout, and that's not good for you. So my biggest advice is, don't focus on numbers. I say for me, what I do is I always check my analytics once a week. So once I post a video, I usually get that video about 2-3 days to breathe, see what the YouTube algorithm does for it, and then I'll observe that video's analytics, and then I'll say, okay, this was work, this is what didn't work. And that's how I was able to grow as fast as I am right now. Biggest advice right now is I would say my advice is, just look at your analytics once a week per video. Don't consistently look at it every single day, because it is gonna stress you out, it is gonna create burnout, and it's going to make your job as a content creator much harder. So do it for the right reasons, or just don't do it at all, because I'm pretty sure that everyone, their attention was, when they started a YouTube channel, was that they want to get monetized, they want to make money, they want to get brand deals, they want to do X, Y, and Z. But you gotta understand that starting a YouTube channel should be always started for the care of your niche, or your craft rather. So for me, I love doing street photography. I loved photography. I've been doing it for about, I would say, for 11 to 12 years, and professionally for about 3 years. So me doing this channel is more than just one day getting monetized or getting brand deals. It's more than just that. It's also to really hone my skills as a photographer, and also as a potential filmmaker, because now I'm doing more cinematic work, more sound design, and I'm always taking those steps to becoming a better content creator. And honestly, I've gotten so many comments from you guys where you guys have, through the bad videos that I've created, you guys have said that you guys love my content, you guys have binge watching my content, you find my content inspiring, you know, and for me personally, I am a perfectionist, so which means that I'm never going to be satisfied for the work that I do. But I always appreciate the comments that you guys put onto my videos whenever I put a new video out. I don't take any of it personally, whether it's good or bad. you want to be doing it for the right reasons, you know, because you're not gonna get there by yourself, obviously, because the people that are going to get there to that milestone is your subscribers. The people who come, show up every single week to watch your content, who like on it, who comment on it, who subscribe to your channels. When companies see those metrics, when they see those numbers, they know that you are an amazing content creator. You're not just doing it for the money, you're doing it because you love to inspire people. So my biggest advice is just do it for the love of it, you know, do it for the inspiration. Money, yes, that will come along with it, but if you're just doing it for the money, then you're not gonna be satisfied in life, honestly. And my last thought on this tip is that if you put your art first and the love of it first, then the people are gonna show up, they're gonna come. Because when I first got started, like my videos were not great. They're not great whatsoever. Like it's crazy. Like when I look back at it, it's just like, guys, my second YouTube video is almost at 3,000 views. 3,000 views. That's my second video. When I look at that video today, I just cringe at it. So that shows, for an example, that there are people who sees things differently than you yourself will. So I would say do it for the love, do it for the right reasons, and the people who will come and support you, they will show up for you. I promise. Okay, so the point number 3 now is, do you need a pro setup? Answer is no, you do not need a pro setup. Now, for those who are watching this video, if you're not in the photography niche, basically how I started on this channel was that I didn't have a GoPro. I didn't have like a Sony camera. All I had was my iPhone and my Canon M50, which I'm recording here right now. Basically, I just bought like a chest mount that can hold my iPhone, which holds more weight than a GoPro does. And it definitely got a lot more attention when people were just seeing someone out in the street having a GoPro on their chest. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking at first when I first got into doing POV street photography. But the most important part was that I got started. I look back in the day, back now, and then look at it now, how my videos has transpired and how they improved over time. It's just, you don't need a pro setup in the beginning. Eventually, over time, you're gonna know in the beginning phases of being a content creator is that you're gonna know what your weakness is and you're gonna know what your strengths are. You're gonna know what's working and what's not working. So it's better to not spend so much money in the beginning on gear, especially if you don't know how it works. Work with what you have now and then get better over time, you know, and that's just honestly the best direction that you can take. Like, for example, you know, like when I first actually started doing talking headshots, I didn't have the Canon EF 22mm, which I have right now. I started recording on a Sigma 30mm, and obviously when it's cropped, it's at a 48mm ratio. So when I'm talking like you guys are close to me, you know, and you guys can see my pores, you can see me sweat, you know what I'm saying? You guys see my teeth, like it's horrible. And I look back at it when I'm editing and I just cringe at it. So I began to start like investing in lenses where I get the more wider aspects. I can actually get a blurry background, what you guys see right now, and I'm not too close. Like I'm like right now, I'm probably about like 5 feet from the camera, and this is the 22mm I'm using right now on the Canon M50. I will say just start with what you have now, and then over time you will get better and you're gonna know what you need for your videos. All right, cool. So for our next tip, it is a very, very important one because it is the gateway to your videos, and that is your titles and your thumbnails. Obviously, there could be a lot of titles out there on YouTube on the matter, and I'm probably the only one, but I'm pretty sure there's other people too as well who has gotten started. I have not really looked into videos about how to create the proper titles or the proper thumbnails. I, like most people, have failed in the beginning and just, you know what, I'm just gonna create a thumbnail and just wing it and see what happens, right? And some of it, I just got luck out of it, you know? But I gotta say, it doesn't matter how great your video is, how much of great quality it is. If you don't have an appealing title, an appealing thumbnail that caters to the eyelids, the eyeballs, no one's gonna click on it. it is not going to create that quote unquote impression that YouTube states. I will say really for me now, what I've been doing lately is before I even edit the video, the first thing I do is I create the thumbnail. Now, you can take this in any kind of direction, but for me personally, how I am for my photography videos is that I usually, when I do POV photography thumbnails, I usually pick the 3 top photos that I edit for that video. And I make sure that when I edit those photos, I make sure that those colors are warm and appealing. And it creates that sense of curiosity for the viewer, because that's pretty much how people click on your videos. It's the thumbnail and it's the title. I've been given, I don't know. There are a lot of Canon M50 users out there, but I've been told that like I've created miracles with this camera because it's a Canon M50. It shouldn't have to compete with the Sony a7 III or the Canon R5 or the R6. But people have said I created miracles. I'm like, well, honestly, I'm just a beginner like everybody else. I still learn. But besides the point, you want to make sure you take your time on your titles and thumbnails, because these are the most crucial parts. I think it's the most important part of your video is your title and your thumbnail, because if it's not appealing to some, then you're not going to get any click-through rates, you're not going to get any impressions. No one's going to subscribe to your channel because your thumbnail is not great. So my biggest advice to you is take the time to edit your thumbnails, make it your first priority before you edit your video. And I promise you, if you do so, your channel's going to grow significantly well. All right, cool. Tip number 5, and this is an important tip because this also applies to me as what you guys have said to my past videos. Pay attention to your audio and video. Now, obviously, if you ask any content creator that you follow here on YouTube, or if you message them, or if you look up any tutorials on creating videos for YouTube, they always say that there's 2 most important things when it comes to your video. That is, number 2, your video, and number 1, most importantly, is your audio. Because you can have a great video, 4K resolution, 1080p, whatever. The video resolution is beautiful, it's stunning. But if your audio is not great, if it's not legibly for people to hear and understand, people are going to click off that video. It's not going to be good. I have probably done probably my camera basics for beginners video, which I worked hard on. I worked hard on the thumbnail, everything, the video itself. But the one reason why that video failed was because the audio was not great. And you can see in the comments that, you know, every other comment on there said, hey, I can't understand what you're saying, the video is low, the audio is terrible. And yeah, I kind of wish that video would have been a lot better. But you take your losses and you learn from it. And most importantly is that I didn't delete the video. I kept the video on there to learn from my mistakes and also to become a better content creator. And also you guys can see the growth of me as a content creator and being a better influencer. What? Did I just say influencer? Oh my God, I just did it. I just said it, I'm an influencer. I said it. But anyways, if you guys have any question about audio and video, I'm still learning myself. And once I become a master at doing video and audio, I'm definitely going to do a video on tutorials how to master in Premiere Pro, how to edit your audio, how to duck your audio when you're playing music while you're talking. So that's a very important factor to have, because you don't want your listeners to fight hearing you while the music is playing over you. You don't want that. But yeah, I would say really take the time to analyze your video and especially your audio. And there's a lot of YouTube videos that can really help you with that and it really improve on that matter. And that's what I've been doing lately, is looking at YouTube videos to being a better content creator by really knowing how to analyze and doing sound design. And that's why I am inspired to do more filmmaking, because I want to get into sound design. All right, cool. And that is our 5 tips, but also I have a bonus tip for you guys too. And this is the most important one. I've been saying for the past 2 tips that this is important too, but I feel like this is also important. And that tip is failure is going to be a part of the process. Now, when you first get started on YouTube, just like me or anybody else, you know, majority, I'll say a good number, maybe 50% or 60% of new YouTubers create bad content. You know, I'm a perfect example of that. When I first got started doing POV photography videos, I would just have a title and start going out and shooting. I wouldn't put my camera settings on the photos. I wouldn't put music on my videos. Like my video was practically kind of dull. It was kind of boring. But yeah, over time you kind of learn the tricks and everything else that comes with being a creator. So I would say my biggest tip for those who are creating a channel is that when people comment on your videos, pay attention to those comments, because those comments are very important. Yes, your analytics are good too, the numbers are good as well, but I'm telling you right now, the reason why I've succeeded so vastly on this platform is because of my commenters and all my subscribers. And I've literally said it in my past videos that I always appreciate everyone who comments on my videos, because I take those advice more than I take my analytics, honestly, because it's less stressful, okay? I'm getting real life advice from people who are alive and who are telling me, hey, I don't like this. Hey, I like this, but can you do this? Can you add that to it? Hey, I like your photos, but can you add your camera settings? Because that's how I learn. Absolutely. That is an easy adjustment, you know? Yeah, sure, it takes a little bit more time when it comes to editing, but I promise you it helps in the long run, because I've gotten a lot of comments saying that, hey, I love your photos. I love the fact that you add your settings to it so I can understand what you're doing. So that's always been the process of succeeding on this platform. And yes, obviously, because now I'm getting better at audio, you know, and that's just because that I failed in the past when it came to audio and video. And this goes back to my last tip. You really want to pay attention to that, because if it's not good, it's not great, your video is going to tank. So it's always important to always understand your critics, always understand your weaknesses and your strengths, because it's going to help you grow on this channel. It's going to help you grow on this platform, or anything else you want to do when it comes to creating Instagram Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, whatever. You see, your failures aren't just your one-stop shop. Your failures are meant to redirect you somewhere else. It's not a bad thing to fail. It's great to fail, because when you need to fail more times than you succeed, and that's how you succeed. There's not a successful person out there in this world who has not failed at least once or multiple times. So don't be afraid to fail, guys. Whew. Wow, that was a lot. Well, with all that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed or got something out of the tips out of this video. Once again, I cannot thank you enough for honestly, just the growth, just everything from you guys, honestly, because I didn't think that I was gonna grow this fast on YouTube, really. I didn't think that at all. And I said it before, I sound like a broken record all the time, just for you guys to know about me. I am very grateful. I am always gonna express my gratitude over and over and over again to you guys, because I am not entitled to any of it, okay? I was just here creating videos and hoping to learn more about my craft as a photographer and a filmmaker. And honestly, I didn't think it would take me this far, honestly, because probably by January, I was expecting to hit like 100 subs by January, but you guys destroyed it, man. By January, I hit 500 by January, and I'm already at 1,000 plus. So I truly do thank you. And I've missed you guys, I really did. Like, I kind of missed making a video last week, but obviously because I'm leaving New York City, I'm moving away. And thankfully, I'm moving into a place where I have my own office space where I could do more videos. I could do more Lightroom tutorials, more Photoshop tutorials, more what's in my camera bag, whatever. I can do more tech type videos for this channel who wants to look more into photography, understanding a little bit more. So I'm looking forward to creating more videos like that and making this channel more diverse. So with that being said, guys, I thank you so much. If you guys have liked this, if you guys find value in this video, go ahead and like it. Comment down below if you have any more questions. I will definitely answer that down below. As well as if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I make new videos every single week. But with that being said, guys, I'm your boy Mike, aka North Established, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.